All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 500. This is the second 500 player game that I've cast here, and I'm super happy to be involved in this. So far, my alliance is pretty active. There's some jockeying going on inside of territories that I don't really understand. I've kind of tried to push for expanding outwards, and I'm seeing that happen over here. So that's good. You can see the blue tide expanding, which is good news all around. So we start with Albany. Albany has expanded and done well. I've invited him into the coalition, and he has not responded. Next, let's move on to official 23, which is Seduna. Seduna has also done well and has applied to the coalition. Finally, we have, in my opinion, the most successful neighbor, Otago. Otago quit the coalition up here, which is the Oceanic Empire, to join us. Now, if you'll go see my other 500 stack, my other 500 playlist, which is the 500 Nation War, you will see we were betrayed by a guy who acted shifty early on. So I don't know whether Grease Boys is an agent from that coalition or if he's genuinely going to join us. So I'm really hoping he'll join us genuinely. Let's just look at what's going on here. We now have 6 of 7 total members, so we're 1 member short of our potential. Our coalition is still in first place, ahead of the Northeast Asian Alliance by 3 reward points. Well, when you go over to coalitions, you'll see if we arrange this by the number of provinces, we are in third place. We are no longer in first place. But again, look at that. We're 5 out of 7. Okay. Oh, we lost one there. This is new to me as of right now. This is the first time I've seen this. This is actually kind of good news. Like here we are, we're high in the rankings. Okay, you'll get to see this in real time. Well, let's go. And Seduna, I've been wanting to let you in, my friend. So let's go ahead and go to coalitions. My coalition, Seduna, approved. Now, the reason I can do that, of course, is I still have another slot that I'm holding for this guy, Otago. So he's been having a cooldown here. We've had a couple of exchanges, and I really, really, really hope that he's for real. Because if he is for real, he already defeated the northern nation of this island, who used to be one of our teammates, and ate him. And there was really not much we could do about it. But again, this is sort of a Darwinistic world, survival of the fittest. And a lot of these guys, a lot of my teammates have been saying, hey, let's go down and invade down there. And I've said, hold on, let's wait. So the most recent thing was he was gathering all these guys down here. I was like, why are you gathering an army in the southern portion of your nation? Especially if his next plan is to move up north here to take these other 2 countries. And he came back with, well, that's because my newer provinces have low morale, 42%. My old provinces have high morale. And if you know this game, you know that your infantry, your forces absorb morale from the people around, from the province around them. So, I just had to say, okay, hats off, man. Like, yeah, that's good for you. I'm completely happy with why your army is staying in the south. It's because those provinces are higher morale, and that morale sort of absorbs into the troops and keeps your troops' morale high. And if anybody knows anything about morale, you know that having high morale troops is almost the same thing as having more troops, right? So if you fight someone with 50% morale, say there's 20 guys with 50% morale, there's not 20 guys, there's 10 guys, right? It's the same sort of thing. So if you keep your morale high, it's really, really advantageous. So I love that. Finally, I went ahead and captured the province to the north of me completely. It was a fun thing to do. I sort of captured the non-fort territories until he had only 1 fort left. I've been building up a lot of cavalry. Cavalry, I love cavalry. There's 6 in this stack. There's like a couple more over here. If you're a follower of my channel, go look at the playlist Cavalry Only. That's when I learned my lesson about cavalry. They kick ass. In the Cavalry Only stack, I kind of was like, well, can I win a game only using cavalry and artillery? Because I figured artillery you have to have. And then I ended up basically winning the game before I even got to factories and artillery. Like the cavalry were so badass. So I've been really digging that. If I'm in a position where I've got lots of foodstuffs, I will go ahead and make cavalry. This one I went into the red, you can see with my food, but then I went ahead and captured this double wheat and this double fish, which I'll immediately begin building up. I'm looking for the ability to build harbors here. Harbors, of course, 25% boost, and then railroads and all that stuff. So it's looking good for me. It's looking good for my coalition. I'm glad that I was able to let Seduna in. I've been wanting to do that. I'm going to have to look into who exactly left our coalition. Hate to seem like a absent-minded coalition leader here, because I should have my finger on that pulse. But honestly, last time I was here, we had 6, but it's actually kind of good news because I'm still seeing a lot of blue here. Of course, this blue over here, Albany, is not our coalition. It's just an ally, somebody who's given me vision. But now, what we're going to see within the next video is what's going to happen over here with Otago. What's going to happen? I would love to have him in our alliance. Let's go ahead and go back now to, no, we don't want that. We're already first place in the newspaper. We know that. Let's go back to coalitions, back to the list, back to provinces, and we are now in first place for provinces just by adding that one coalition member. Now we're 6 out of 7. We are now well in the lead with 99 provinces. We're already in the lead with score. We were in the lead with score even before. And if we add this, look at that. What, that's 15 or 20 provinces. So we will by far be the dominant player in this game. And also, I just love Australia. If we take over the continent, then we start to stream through these islands, take over all these islands, and then just infest Asia, right? Starting with Southeast Asia and just moving in here, all of us together. So it's going to be a great game, guys. I'm glad you've come on board here. I'll keep you posted, guys. Thanks for checking it out, and I will see you next time. Adios, amigos.